I won't have to talk that long because a lot of the concepts that we're thinking about and exploring have actually been presented by a number of the presenters so far, and that's really encouraging to us. It suggests that we're on the right track. Officer is in the southeast. It's where the square is. Unfortunately, we've gone from PCs to Max. It's actually in the southeastern growth corridor, and it is an area between Pakenham and Berwick. As you can see, it hasn't been developed yet. It's basically farmland, and it's one of the last remaining large parcels of land within the Greater Melbourne area and within the urban growth boundary. The reason it hasn't been developed is because it's very low lying. It's effectively a huge drainage channel running north to south, and it hasn't had the infrastructure. Our project actually has 3 sections to it. The most critical section, we believe, is the town centre. This is an opportunity to do something with raw earth at a scale that very rarely exists within an urban framework. You'll also notice that the project is between the Prince's Highway and the new freeway to the south of it, and it's actually intersected by a railway line, and it has a railway station. And that is probably the other key element to this project that means that it is very ripe for delivering a number of different opportunities around in the area of sustainability for government and for the wider Victorian community. We actually have here a platform for delivering a lot of different government policies in this area of sustainability. What we've been doing over the last 6 months is really thinking about what does it mean. I mean, we could do a Caroline Springs Mark II, in other words, a master plan community with all the fundamental elements, a town centre, employment opportunities, education facilities, community facilities, and lots of nice suburbs built in a manner that means that all the builders can sell their homes on their larger blocks and life goes on as usual. And in fact, we're looking at it differently now. And what I'm showing up here is how we're bringing the different elements together. From the marketing point of view, i.e. how the customers will see it, we're talking about it being a connected community. We've got the opportunity to help people connect to the wider world through broadband, through the public transport systems, through their access to their local communities. Because of the way we've designed the neighbourhoods, there's the opportunity for people to connect to the ground through the sustainability initiatives that we're looking to introduce. There's opportunities for people to connect in terms of employment and economic prosperity through the fact that the town centre will be looking to develop to make sure that we have local jobs for local people. You can see there the sustainability mandala of VicUrban. And if you look at what I've highlighted in red, it's town and people. These projects now we're looking at, and VicUrban has for some time, is about people. It's not a score-search approach about how to maximise your yield to maximise your profit. It's about balancing all those different elements of the mandala to maximise the long-term sustainability and quality of life of the residents. So our master plan is focused on the town centre, but integrating the various elements of the project around that. I hope you're getting the sense that what we've got here is an opportunity for step change at scale, but that is also replicable. There's no point VicUrban doing this project as a one-off if industry can't follow. Part of our mandate as part of government is actually to show leadership to industry, and we've done that previously through various projects such as Limbrook many years ago with water sensitive urban design, and most recently with Aurora, where a number of different sustainability initiatives have been introduced at scale, such as 6-star homes, water recycling, thinking about the materials that people use with the introduction of an eco-selector. Officer, we get to do it again, but we get to learn from the things that mightn't have worked as well or that we'd like to actually aggressively pursue further. The scale element, the replication is really important. Industry as we have learnt, and I have spent many years in the private sector, tends to have a greater focus just on the commercial element. Now, sure, everyone's jumping on the bandwagon of sustainability in the private sector, and there's various reasons for doing that. Our opportunity here is to actually help guide that so that it doesn't become a one-sided event around purely an economic outcome that suits the private sector. So over the next 20 to 25 years, the Officer town and the surrounding areas is expected to grow from the 1,000 people now to over 30,000. And in fact, just recently, the projections have been revised by council, and they expect approximately over 60,000 people to be living in this area within the next 20 to 30 years. So what approach are we taking? And I'll flick through these quickly. It's a holistic approach. It's all about the people. It's about quality of life. We're needing to make sure that the public realm is designed in such a way that people actually use it. And I'll keep talking about people, and the team keeps talking about people, and they're actually all sitting at the back there. Lynn, Olivia, Daniel, David Hunt. We talk about people because that's who's living there, and it's how you influence people will help to determine how self-directing the community becomes over time and how quickly that happens. We set up the circumstances for people to actually become custodians of their environment as opposed to becoming constrained by their environment.